So Seattle has become one of the major tech hubs around the country, and along with that has come a huge jump in home prices. Compared to what we had seen 15, 20 years ago, we have continued to grow out here. More and more people moving here has meant a large increase, a large jump in the home prices, in the cost of living around here. So if you've been thinking about moving to the Seattle area, I'm sure you've come to find that out when you've gone online, started to look at some real estate and realized, you know, what the home prices are around here. So on today's video, I'm gonna give you the cheapest suburbs around Seattle that you could consider moving to if you wanna come to this area but don't wanna pay premium prices to be right in Seattle. So let's jump right into it. All right guys, I'm Bryce Greenleaf with Skyline Properties in the greater Seattle area, and if this is your first time visiting the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified for any of my future videos. My goal is to make videos all about living in Seattle and moving to the Seattle area so you're well educated before you make a move over here. I get a lot of calls from people thinking about moving over this way, wanting some more information, and I love helping you out. If there is anything that I can do to help, if you're thinking about moving here, definitely reach out to me. You can contact me at my phone number here. You can call or text me. You can send me a direct message here as well, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. But like I said, we're gonna jump into the cheapest cities to live in near Seattle. All right, so we're gonna split this into two different categories. We're gonna go up north and give you 5 cities up there, and then we're gonna go down south and give you 5 cities down there. So let's start up north and let's do 5 of the cheapest cities up there. So for the first one, let's go the farthest north that I have here, and that's Arlington. And Arlington is 48 miles north of Seattle, and the median price point, the median home price, is $450,000. Now, Arlington is pretty far north. Like I said, it's 48 miles. There's a lot of farm country out here, so it's a bit further out. Now, there is still plenty of shopping. There's everything you need out there. It's not some little small town out in the middle of nowhere, but it is a ways outside of Seattle. Now, the next one is Marysville, and that's 35 miles north of Seattle, and the median home price in Marysville is $437,000. So it is a little bit further south than Arlington, and it is a little bit cheaper in terms of the median home price. Now, when you're talking about, you know, if you're looking for like a first-time buyer home, a real good starter home, a 3-bedroom home, Marysville and Arlington are going to be pretty equal, just depending on what you're looking for. As you can see how close those median home prices are, $450 for Arlington and $437 for Marysville, but you can still get plenty out here with your money. Now, for the third one, we're going to jump down a little bit further south to Everett, which is 29 miles north of Seattle, and the median home price here is $450,000. Now, there's a wide range in the home prices here in Everett because there is a lot of different types of homes available. If you want to go buy a home on the waterfront, there's some really high-priced homes out there. You've got your standard neighborhoods, your suburbs with your split-level homes or your ramblers, and then you've got the downtown Everett area, which is quite a bit cheaper. Now, you can get a really little starter home in the downtown Everett area for, you know, the high threes, and it can still be a good home for you to start out with. It's gonna be one of the older craftsman homes, but it does have options to get in, you know, just below $400,000 if you're looking for something small and you are okay with being in that downtown Everett area. But north of Seattle, Everett is the next biggest city, so it does have a little bit of a homeless problem, kind of like Seattle does. Not nearly as bad as Seattle, of course, but it does have a little bit of a homeless problem and some drug use down there, but that's part of the reason why the home prices in the downtown Everett area specifically are a little bit on the lower end. All right, so let's head further south for number 4, and that's Mountlake Terrace. This is actually where I grew up. It's 15 miles north of Seattle, and the median home price is $512,000. Now, Mountlake Terrace home prices keep rising like they do everywhere else, but it's a pretty easy commute down to Seattle. Like I said, it's only 15 minutes. Of course, if you were to be going in rush hour, it's gonna be backed up no matter where you are around Seattle. If you're heading there in rush hour, you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time. But Mountlake Terrace is just not too far from Seattle. It's a quick jot down the freeway and you're right there. All right, so city number 5 north of Seattle is Linwood. It is 17 miles north of Seattle, and the median home price here is $548,000. And so this is actually just past Mountlake Terrace. The one I just talked about is just north of it. They border each other. So the homes are very similar there. There there are some more higher priced homes in Linwood. There is more new construction going on in Linwood than there is in Mountlake Terrace, which brings that median home price a little bit higher, but they are pretty equal. So just like Mountlake Terrace, this is a pretty easy commute down to Seattle. Again, during rush hour, you're gonna have a little bit of a tough time, but in terms of the distance, you're not too far. All right, so that's the 5 cheapest up north that I'm gonna go over, and now let's head down south. And so number 1 down south is SeaTac. Now this is only 14 miles from Seattle, and the median price here is $415,000. So you might have heard of SeaTac because of SeaTac Airport. It's our main airport over here. That's right where this is. Part of the reason the home values are a little bit cheaper here is because it's so close to the airport, so you've got that airplane noise that you might be dealing with. Now it depends where in SeaTac you are for how bad that noise might be and how often you might hear it, but the home prices here are pretty low at $415,000. All right, next we have Kent, which is 20 miles south of Seattle, and the median home price here is $460,000. Again, this is the median home price, so you are going to be able to find some starter homes, some smaller homes, quite a bit cheaper than $460,000, but that is the median home price here. All right, so after Kent, we're just gonna head down the road to Federal Way, which is only 24 miles south of Seattle, and the median home price here is $423,000. So like I said, there's also some good starter homes for a bit cheaper than that, but the median price is $423,000. All right, city number 4 south of Seattle is gonna be Tacoma. And now Tacoma is gonna be the cheapest on our entire list here. It's 34 miles south of Seattle, and the median home price here is $360,000. Now Tacoma traditionally has been a place that's got kind of a bad rap because of violence, gang violence, drug use, but Tacoma is actually really up and coming. Last year is one of the hottest real estate markets in the entire country. There is a lot happening in Tacoma, a lot of overhaul going on, and it's making it a lot safer place to live. There are a lot of people moving out of Seattle and heading down south to Tacoma because it's so much more affordable than the home prices in Seattle. There are some of those older craftsman homes there as well that are a bit on the cheaper end, smaller homes, and then there are some nicer homes as well, some gated communities also in Tacoma. So there's a wide range of what's available in there, but the median price right now is $360,000. All right, and the last city here on our list is Puyallup, and that's 37 miles south of Seattle, and the median home price is $405,000. Now this is a little bit of a commute from Seattle, of course, being 37 miles south. So if you're driving into Seattle during rush hour, you know, again, you're gonna have a tough time. Same thing if you're going from Tacoma to Seattle. It's gonna get really stacked up. Some people do it, it's just depending on your preferences, but it is a good place to be in terms of the lower home values and getting a little bit more for your money. All right, you guys, so this rounds out the list of the cheapest places to live near Seattle. These are the 10 cities that I went over that I think were close enough to Seattle to compare to the Seattle home values. There are of course pros and cons to all of these cities, and if you've been thinking about moving to this area and you just want some more information on what area might be the best for you, you're thinking about buying a home over here, so you want some information on, you know, getting pre-approved or getting that whole process started, definitely reach out to me. I love helping people that are relocating here to Seattle and finding that right spot for them and getting them set up. You can contact me here, like I said, at my phone number. You can call or text me. You can shoot me an email or send me a direct message, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to get notified whenever I make a new video so you can see all the videos that I make about moving to and living in Seattle. Well, thanks for tuning into this one, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.